Manager David Ross, thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me. Good to talk to you guys.
Oh, great to have you here, David.
So Joe plays your character, the Italian version of you on Criminal Minds, right? He was just saying.
That's right. I've been playing the character David Rossi for 16 years now, and I think of myself as the Italian version of David Ross. I mean, it's perfect.
Do you get a lot of Rossi's traveling around? I get Rossi all the time. I think that's the only people. Either Grandpa around here, Grandpa Rossi, or just Rossi.
Perfect,
So
perfect,
So that's
If they start asking you any questions about the FBI, though, you just know that's the reason.
I'm going to pass that along to you.
Yeah,
if they do.
pass it on to me. And if anyone asks me tips on the Cubs, I'm going to pass it on to you.
Okay,
All right.
we'll compare notes afterwards.
Very good.
So Skipper, 2023, big additions to the team, Bellinger, Dansby, Swanson. What are your thoughts so far? How are you guys looking?
Yeah, I mean, we got a lot of winners. You know, we got Trey Mancini, Eric Hosmer, like you said, the guys you mentioned. You know, I look around and it's just very clear these guys are established major league players. Their routines, the way they go about their business, the way they carry themselves. They've got just that poise in spring training, knowing not to get too high, not to get too low. They're preparing for the season and opening day. Really excited to have them all. Dansby, obviously, big addition, a lot of money in the offseason, going out, establishing a guy that has been a part of winning, won Gold Gloves, just a true pro. He's all about the details, the things that matter in winning, the smaller things that make the difference when you get a little bit of time and you've made a career for yourself, you've won. Now you're just about the little details. He's all about that.
Taking it from me, like somebody whose mother lived to be 101 years old, and thank God the Cubs won the World Series when she turned 100. Because I remember during that season, I remember telling, I would be doing these interviews, and I'd say, please, boys, she's 100 years old. Close the deal now. And when they did, I thought to myself, so the onus is off. And that's great. That's that thing that's been hanging over us Cub fans, for all those years. That's gone. That's done. You guys can just, play baseball without that little thing hanging over your head.
Yeah, well, the one thing, first of all, the best thing I like to hear about that is everybody's stories, where they were, what was going on. It's kind of my highlight when I travel and run into Cubs fans. But to your point, what I love is the expectations that were created after that, right? The Rizzo, the Bryants, that 15-16 group, and then winning after that created an expectation to win. And I think we've established here, this is a winning organization, and that's what we're about. That's why I'm here. That's why these guys are here, why we go out and get these winners, is because we expect world championship caliber baseball, and we want to get back into the postseason, get back on those historic runs, do something special, create history as a group of men. All these guys, that's why we do these drills. That's why we set on a mission here in spring training to take this journey together, and there's nothing more special than those moments in my life, and that's what I want to be a part of, and I know that's what this group wants to be a part of. I want to see Wrigley rocking again in the World Series series games, and have that environment back in Chicago.
You were 39-31 in the second half of the season. How do you build on that going into 2023? What momentum does that bring?
Well, some guys established themselves as real frontline pitchers. We got our starters rotation healthy. Some guys came along. You look at Hayden Wesneski in the trade. We got some bullpen pieces that really stepped up at the back end of the season. We got some timely hits, some things that we worked on and identified, hey, this is what we want to be about in the second half. These are the details we want to focus on that can contribute to winning, whether it's bunting, hit and run, the fundamentally sound, throwing to the right bases, outfielders, just the little details that matter. Keep one run off the board from the opposition, and they put those things in place. We identified them, the guys worked on them, and they're the ones that went out and did it. So some guys put themselves on the map. We got to go back and do it. Brandon Hughes, one of those guys, really established himself, came out of nowhere as a bullpen guy, lefty, but we got to go do it again. We got to continue to get better, and all those guys are on that mission now, and that's what we're looking forward to. We had some good additions that should help us continue on that trajectory.
We ask every guest on our show, don't we, Joe, where were you in 2016? And it's an amazing way
in the dugout
of rebuilding. Yes, that's right. We're all there. But you were there, and you hit a home run in Game 7 of the World Series. How special was that for you, Skipper, playing a special role in rewriting history?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I try to put those memories behind me now that I'm the manager, and we're trying to do that stuff again. But yeah, it was a special home run for sure. The special time in my life when you're able to create history with a group of men and do something special. There's a bond of I have with that group, those brothers, that coaching staff. They'll never go away, and there's nothing more special than doing something like that. And I think that's what fuels me daily, and why I have this job, and what I want to accomplish out of this job is do those things again. And yeah, the home run's great. I don't know how I did it, but I did it. It was nice.
Hey, David, you hit a home run in Game 7 of the World Series that the Cubs won. You are a god now and forever.
Well, I appreciate that. It was a special, special time. That home run. I remember Rajay Davis running back. I thought he was going to try to rob it and went out, and I think my body went numb for a minute. And as I was rounding the bases, but yeah, special time, special moment, special memories. I love hearing these stories from everybody, where they're at, what they were feeling, what they thought about when we hit that home run, and you know, it was a special time in my life, and I want to get back to more stories like those.
I'm going to tell you one little brief story where I was. We had a restaurant in Burbank, California, my wife and I, called Taste Chicago at the time. So we had, the restaurant was full with Chicago fans. So here it was. I was getting so nervous I couldn't watch the game in the restaurant with the rest of the fans. So I went into the Fox News truck, and I'm watching it on a little black and white TV all by myself. And the only guys in there are the engineers, who I think were probably Dodger fans. They could care less about the game. So what happened is that last out happened. I realized the Cubs have won the World Series. I open up the door to the trailer, and the restaurant is dead silent. Nothing. It's just like,
I hadn't seen it yet.
it was dead silent, and I'm thinking it was all a dream. It didn't happen. I'm dreaming the whole thing. All of a sudden, the restaurant erupts. You know, people are running out the door, champagne's flying. I turn around, and the guys in the truck look at me and calmly say, "Oh yeah, we're on a 15-second delay." And I thought to myself, great, I saw the Cubs win the World Series 15 seconds before everybody else in the country, unless you happen to be at the game. So anyway, that's
Special
the memory.
story.
That's the memory I'll remember.
Special story, yeah. I remember that last out pretty vividly. I remember getting my cleats caught in the fencing while I was trying to rush the field after
Oh,
that
you and
last
Bryant
out.
both. Bryant got his cleat. That was going around
Yeah,
that night,
he
right?
was there. I guess so. I was the old guy trying to get over the like 4-foot little fence there, and couldn't get out there to celebrate with the boys. But what a special moment, special time, and I think a lot of Cubs fans' life, my life especially, those guys. Good story. Those are things that make it all. It's not. It is the memories, but it's hearing everybody else's story. It's hearing where everybody was, and what they were thinking, and how they were celebrating, who they were celebrating with, the lineage that comes along with being a Cubs fan. Those are the things that hit me in the heart still to today.
And how do you scout out the division in 2023?
Yeah, we're going to compete. I think you know, the Cardinals are good. They're the ones on top. They established it. I always want to give credit where credit's due. They won it last year, and we're going to put our best foot forward. We play them over in London this year, which is really exciting. Going to take that trip. I've never been over there, so we know that they're good. They've got one of our former players, a catcher, who's a really good player. They've got some young kids coming for additions, but I don't make too many predictions in this game. I know it doesn't make any sense to. So we're going to go out and compete and our tails off and try to represent this uniform in the best way we possibly can.
Well, thank you for representing yourself on this show. You've been outstanding. David Ross, the manager of the Cubs, thank you so
You
much.
got it.
Absolutely.
David,
Hollywood and
my
Ivy.
pleasure.